Israel has just announced a thrilling find at the Pool of Siloam, where archaeologists have been diligently excavating.
It is a big surprise that we didn't find the rest of the Pool of Siloam yet.
They've unearthed relics that transport us straight into the depths of ancient history. As they dug through layers of earth, the remnants they found added layers of mystery and intrigue about the past.
All of the biblical stories. You want to meet David and Solomon, Hezekiah, the kings, the stories of Isaiah, of Jeremiah, they're here. And this is literally the water system, the life source of that Jerusalem.
What if this new discovery at the Pool of Siloam challenges everything we thought we knew? Join us to find out more about this dark and urgent revelation. A new chapter in Jerusalem's history. The Pool of Siloam is located in the oldest part of Jerusalem, called the City of David. It is famous for a biblical story where Jesus healed a blind man. For almost 2,000 years, this place has intrigued people. Now archaeologists are exploring it again, hoping to uncover more of its history. Both Jewish and Christian communities find these discoveries very meaningful. The Pool of Siloam dates back to the 8th century BC. Jerusalem's engineers built a complex water system that included the Gihon Spring, which directed water. This pool was crucial for storing water. They also created underground tunnels to manage the water flow efficiently. The pool is mentioned in the 9th chapter of the book of John in the Bible, highlighting its importance because of Jesus' miracle. In the 5th century AD, Empress Eudocia built a church near what she believed to be the Pool of Siloam to honor Jesus' miracles. However, the exact location was not confirmed at that time. But this wasn't the most surprising part. In June 2004, during a routine water pipe repair in the City of David, archaeologists Ronnie Reich and Eli Shukron made an amazing discovery. They found 2 ancient stone steps leading to a large pool. This pool, which is about 225 feet long, offered a stunning view over the Tyropoeon Valley, directly linking it to the time of Jesus. Visitors will soon be able to see the excavation in progress. Eventually, tourists will be able to visit the pool as part of a tour, starting at the southern tip of the City of David and ending at the Western Wall. This project is within the Jerusalem Walls National Park and is supported by the City of David Foundation. This foundation not only backs archaeological digs, but also works on educational and tourism projects and land acquisitions, especially in East Jerusalem, to support a Jewish presence in predominantly Palestinian areas. But this wasn't the end of the story. The Pool of Siloam's history starts with the Gihon Spring and King Hezekiah's efforts to protect Jerusalem's water supply. He ordered the construction of Hezekiah's Tunnel, an impressive engineering achievement that redirected water from the Gihon Spring to the southwestern edge of the City of David. This ensured a steady and reliable water source for the people, making the pool a vital part of Jerusalem's history. These discoveries not only provide a glimpse into ancient engineering and construction, but also connect us deeply with the historical and spiritual roots of Jerusalem. As we uncover more of the Pool of Siloam, we continue to piece together the fascinating story of this ancient city. The recent exploration of the Canaanite cave in Jerusalem has led to the discovery of a tunnel that connects the Gihon Spring to the famous Pool of Siloam. Built during the Middle Bronze Age, this tunnel shows just how advanced the engineering skills of ancient times were, highlighting the creativity and strength of our ancestors. The Canaanite tunnel was part of a larger water management system that played a crucial role in distributing water for farming in the fertile Kidron Valley. Although experts debate its exact age, it is widely agreed that the tunnel dates back to the Canaanite era. Its design, with strategically placed openings, allowed water to spread across the fields effectively, showcasing early progress in water management and support for agriculture. Not only does the tunnel show careful planning and construction skills, carved meticulously from solid rock, but it also highlights the ancient community's deep understanding of water resources. This ancient water channeling system was essential for sustaining farming and supporting the local population. Around 29 AD, a key event happened at the Pool of Siloam involving Jesus, as recorded in the 9th chapter of the book of John. Jesus met a man who was born blind and performed a miracle by restoring his sight after instructing him to wash in the Pool of Siloam. This incident is a significant historical and spiritual moment, further raising the importance of the site. But this wasn't the only fascinating part. The Canaanite cave and its tunnels were not just physical infrastructure. They were a lifeline for the community, helping Jerusalem's inhabitants grow and prosper. The tunnel's construction shows a highly organized society dedicated to ensuring a stable water supply. Later on, Hezekiah's tunnel was built, showing how these water systems evolved to meet the city's changing needs. While Hezekiah's tunnel improved the existing infrastructure, the Canaanite cave offers a glimpse into an earlier period of impressive engineering. In addition to these discoveries, archaeologists have found pottery fragments and other artifacts near the Canaanite tunnel, dating back to the Middle Bronze Age. These findings provide clear evidence of the tunnel's use and importance during a flourishing period in Jerusalem's history. These artifacts tell the stories of the people who relied on the Canaanite tunnel, illustrating their daily lives and achievements. Each piece of pottery and every tool uncovered adds to our understanding of how ancient societies adapted to their surroundings and used technology to improve their quality of life. But this wasn't the end of the story. As excavations continue, each layer unearthed adds to the narrative of human ingenuity and resilience. The Canaanite tunnel, a marvel of ancient engineering, offers deep insights into the capabilities and challenges faced by those who built it. It acts as a bridge connecting the architectural feats of the past with our modern appreciation and study of ancient cultures. Through careful study and preservation of these ancient structures, we gain valuable lessons on sustainability and resource management that are still relevant today. The ongoing exploration of the Canaanite cave not only enriches our historical knowledge, but also reinforces the lasting legacy of our ancestors' determination to use and optimize natural resources for the benefit of their communities. What else will we find about this old and sacred place? The foundations of faith. Zev Orenstein, the Director of International Affairs at the City of David Foundation, recently talked about the importance of the archaeological work happening in the historic city of David, which is the biblical Jerusalem. He explained that the excavations at the Pool of Siloam and the Pilgrimage Road are essential for showing the strong historical connection that both Jews and Christians have with Jerusalem. This connection is supported not just by religious beliefs, but also by real historical evidence. The Pool of Siloam was a major construction project in its time, covering over 1.25 acres and providing water to the city of David. It was an important part of the city's infrastructure and a significant site in religious history, especially because it is mentioned in the Bible as the place where Jesus healed a blind man. This site, along with others in Jerusalem, helps us understand the city's long history and development over thousands of years. The ongoing excavations are revealing the impressive skills of ancient builders and the societal structures that supported such large-scale urban projects. Orenstein emphasized how these excavations have broader implications. Each layer of dirt removed and every artifact found tells a story of the past, showing us how ancient people lived, worked, and practiced their faith. These findings connect historical stories with modern understanding, providing real evidence for the religious and cultural importance of Jerusalem. Moreover, digging up the Pool of Siloam and the Pilgrimage Road has uncovered more than just old buildings. They have shown a continuous cultural and religious importance that has lasted for generations. This work is not only interesting for those who love history and archaeology, but also touches the hearts of millions of people around the world who feel a spiritual connection to these sites. The City of David Foundation, led by people like Zev Orenstein, works hard to make sure these important archaeological sites are preserved and made accessible to the public. By doing this, they allow people from all over the world to see the historical foundations of their faith and heritage firsthand. The projects in Jerusalem also help educate the public about the city's ancient history and its role in shaping modern religious and cultural identities. As new artifacts and structures are found, they add to our understanding of Jerusalem's past, each discovery adding a piece to the puzzle of human history. These excavations also bring up questions and sometimes controversies, especially about the modern implications of ancient findings. They start discussions about the rights, responsibilities, and respect that should be given to such historically important sites, particularly in a city as contested as Jerusalem. But this wasn't the most challenging part. The commitment of the City of David Foundation to continue these archaeological projects shows their dedication to uncovering the true history of Jerusalem. Their work is careful and aimed at preserving the site's integrity, ensuring they are studied with respect and care. According to the Gospel of John, The Pool of Siloam is a very important place because it is where Jesus healed a man who had been blind since birth. This miracle adds great spiritual significance to the site, making it a key location in the biblical history of Jerusalem. This place is not just important for its religious connection, but also because it is where historical and biblical records meet the real world today, as noted by Zev Orenstein. Orenstein talked about the value of finding and preserving these old and important landmarks, especially now when some people doubt the biblical history connected to them. For both Jews and Christians, being able to visit these sites in Jerusalem, seeing them, touching them, walking on them, strengthens their connection to their heritage, which goes back thousands of years. Orenstein also mentioned that despite the Pool of Siloam's great historical importance, we haven't uncovered its entire structure yet because other old buildings are on top of parts of it. In the past, the pool was likely used for ceremonial washing, which might be why Jesus chose it for his miracle of healing the blind man. This miracle not only gave the man his sight back, but also purified him, allowing him to enter the temple, something he couldn't do before because of his blindness. But this wasn't the most surprising part. In 2004, while working on some water pipes, the Gihon Water Company discovered the pool's steps. This led to an official excavation by the Israel Antiquities Authority, led by Professors Ronnie Reich and Eli Shukran. They first revealed the northern and part of the eastern edges of the Pool of Siloam. The pool has steps that allowed visitors to sit and go into the water, showing it was used for both practical and religious reasons. Over the years, the Pool of Siloam changed and grew, eventually covering about 1.25 acres and being decorated with beautiful stones. The current excavation by the IAA is important because it's the first time in modern history that there are efforts to fully uncover the Pool of Siloam through an official archaeological dig. This ongoing work lets visitors see history being uncovered right in front of them. In the coming months, there are plans to make the Pool of Siloam open to tourists. It's planned to be part of a historical route that starts at the southern part of the city of David and goes up to the steps of the Western Wall. However, there is still some doubt about whether the entire pool will be fully open to the public in the future. These excavations are very important not only for historical and religious reasons, but also for cultural and educational ones. They provide a direct link to the past, allowing people today to connect with the lives of the ancient civilizations that once lived in Jerusalem. By exploring these sites, archaeologists and historians hope to learn more about the social, religious, and daily lives of the people who use the Pool of Siloam. The archaeological work also involves careful documentation and preservation to make sure the site stays true to its original form for future generations. The work is detailed and done with care, with each step of the excavation slowly uncovering the layers of history hidden beneath the city. What more will the diggings at this ancient pool show us? The siege and the sacred. This pool, first mentioned in the Bible, has gone through several reconstructions over the centuries, each reflecting the history of its time. The Romans, during their siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD, destroyed what was the second version of the pool. This event happened at the same time as the destruction of the temple, marking a difficult period in Jerusalem's history. During the excavation, the archaeologists found 4 coins in the plaster of the pool's steps. These coins had the image of the Jewish king Alexander Jannaeus, showing that the pool was rebuilt during his reign from 103 to 76 BC. But this wasn't the most interesting part. A collection of coins from between 66 to 70 AD was also found, giving more details about the time just before the Romans destroyed the pool. This helps historians create a timeline that matches historical and biblical records. After the destruction of this second pool, a third one was built between 400 and 460 AD, about 200 yards from the original site mentioned during the time of Jesus. This move and the findings related to it help us understand John's Gospel better, showing how it ties into real historical events. The Gospel mentions another pool too, adding more layers to the history that these archaeological finds uncover. During recent digs, archaeologists found another set of 8 steps leading into what they believe is the original Pool of Siloam. This shows the grand scale of the ancient site and its important role during the Second Temple period. Historically, this pool was crucial for millions of Jewish pilgrims who would wash there before going to the Temple Mount via the Pilgrimage Road, the main route to the temple. The pool was about the size of 2 Olympic swimming pools during this period, showing its importance for ritual cleansing and religious practices. Zev Orenstein, Director of International Affairs for the City of David Foundation, shared his excitement about the discovery's global importance. He noted that it matters to billions of people around the world. Over the summer, the excavations revealed new structures like a new set of stairs, adding to the historical significance of the site. But this wasn't the only fascinating discovery. Photos comparing the site from May to 3 months later show dramatic changes and the emergence of new stairs, marked as A, B, and C. These photos document the milestones achieved in the excavation efforts, further connecting the physical site to its historical and biblical mentions. For many Christians, finding a real-world counterpart to the biblical Pool of Siloam is deeply meaningful. It strengthens their belief in the miracles described in the scriptures and links their faith to real historical evidence. The discovery of the pool in 2004 sparked much discussion about the accuracy of biblical stories, providing believers with strong evidence of these events. While some skeptics suggest that we shouldn't take every detail of biblical stories as literal truth, they do agree that the Pool of Siloam's existence doesn't prove the supernatural events described in the Bible. This view allows both faith and critical thinking to coexist. For many believers, however, the Pool of Siloam stands as strong evidence of Jesus' divine power, especially his healing of a blind man, which strengthens their faith. Exploring other historical pools in Jerusalem, like the Pool of Bethesda, also shows their importance in biblical stories, often linked to miraculous healings. These places are seen as proof of Jesus' ability to heal both physical and spiritual suffering, showing his deep compassion and the profound spiritual lessons he taught. During Jesus' time, the Pool of Siloam was not only a beautiful site with well-laid paving stones, but also served as a mikveh, a ritual bath for many pilgrims traveling through the city of David on their way to the temple. This is where, according to the Gospel of John, Jesus performed a significant miracle. The story goes that Jesus met a man who had been blind from birth. When his disciples asked why the man was blind, Jesus said it was so that God's works could be shown through him. Jesus made mud with his saliva, put it on the man's eyes, and told him to wash in the Pool of Siloam. The man did as he was told and miraculously regained his sight. But this wasn't the most surprising part. This miracle at the Pool of Siloam is important because it shows Jesus' transformative power and his role as the light of the world, a key theme in the Gospel of John. In Christian teaching, water is a powerful symbol of cleansing and renewal, representing spiritual rebirth. The Pool of Siloam symbolizes the idea of baptism, a sacred act that signifies cleansing from sin and rebirth into a new spiritual life. The Pool of Siloam's importance goes beyond its historical and practical uses. It serves as a deep spiritual link for pilgrims seeking both historical proof and spiritual enlightenment. Its waters offer a direct connection to the biblical stories, strengthening the faith of believers. The Pool of Siloam is more than an ancient relic. It is a vibrant spiritual center in Christianity, celebrated for its connection to miraculous healings. It symbolizes God's presence and the strong belief of the faithful, encouraging believers to reflect on the mysteries of faith and the impact of spiritual experiences. Moreover, the Pool of Siloam connects believers to ancient traditions and sacred stories, serving as a tangible link to the narratives recorded in religious texts. Nearby, an ancient inscription near the pool honors the determination and skill of our ancestors, showcasing their impressive construction techniques that have endured through time. Looking back to the year 29 AD, we remember Jesus' arrival in Jerusalem and his important interactions with the Pharisees. During this time, he met the man born blind, performed the miracle using clay, and told him to wash in the Pool of Siloam, which led to the man regaining his sight, an event deeply cherished by believers. The Canaanite cave, an archaeological marvel in Jerusalem, is a key part of the city's ancient water system, stretching from the Gihon Spring to the Pool of Siloam. This tunnel provided essential water for lush farms in the Kidron Valley and has fascinated scholars with its advanced features. The ongoing exploration of the Pool of Siloam and its surroundings continues to intrigue, offering a captivating journey through history, religion, and human achievement, revealing stories of miracles, traditions, and the remarkable ingenuity of our ancestors. Can historical sites like the Pool of Siloam truly validate biblical miracles? Or do they just deepen our historical knowledge? Like, comment, and subscribe to explore more.